about time.
So another legend gone. This one hits. This one hits hard. Gene Hackman. That was a hard one to take. But Val Kilmer was an actor that I grew up with. And from those late '80s movies and pretty much owning the '90s. Val took that acting to a whole other level. Definitely a versatile actor. Definitely a method actor who, pretty much got so into his roles that it was really tough for him to break, especially when it came to roles like John Morrison in The Doors. He completely owned that role. Several actors have really personified those type of roles. Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury, Jamie Foxx as Ray Charles, and recently Austin Butler as Elvis. I mean, those roles are really hard to break away from, and he really did that in The Doors. But he's definitely going to be missed for sure. So what better way to honor him than giving you the top 5 Val Kilmer movies? Now, this is not going to be one that you're going to agree with, and it's okay. But these are my favorites. These are actually like my go-to remote drop Val Kilmer movies. And I'm going to start it with Top Secret. Top Secret has to be one of the funniest parody movies of all time. You take all of these old wartime films, you take all of these Elvis movies, you put them together, completely just destroy them and make fun of them, and I mean, it's just a recipe for greatness when it comes to comedy. That movie is so damn funny. That's definitely one that I gotta watch always, at least once or twice a year, because it is just that damn funny. He played obviously he played the Elvis type, but what was funny about it is that he took it kind of much like Leslie Nielsen does as a Frank Drebin, where he's the straight guy while all of the chaos is going around him, and it's just absolutely hilarious. If you haven't seen it, check out Top Secret. At number 4, I'm gonna go with Real Genius. Real Genius, that is Chris Knight. His character Chris Knight was Van Wilder before Van Wilder. That movie is so damn funny, and his comedic timing on it is borderline perfection. He had already dabbled in comedies with Top Secret, yes, but as I said before, more straight. Not too much of his personality. Personality definitely comes out in Real Genius. He is so damn funny in this movie, and some of it is just a subtle, sarcastic type of funny, especially in his delivery. I love Real Genius. Remote drop for sure. That's my number 4. At number 3, I'm gonna go with Ghost in the Darkness. Now everybody's like, Top Gun, what's up, Top Gun? Come on. Like, no, I'm gonna give it up for Ghost in the Darkness. That movie is so intense, and it is so frightening because it really happened, right? And the Lions of Tsavo are actually, the last time I saw them anyway, they were actually in a museum in Chicago, and those things were so freaking huge. And you can only imagine the type of raw and primal just fury that they let out on those villagers in real life. It's just insane. And you saw it in the movie. He and Michael Douglas are sent to go get these things, and it's a crazy ass movie, but it is so good. Underrated. Nobody ever really talks about Ghost in the Darkness, but being that I saw these damn lions stuffed in Chicago, yeah, that was enough for me to say that's a freaking badass movie. At number 2, he's gonna always be Doc Holliday, and it's gonna be Tombstone. His performance in Tombstone should have given him a freaking Oscar, an Oscar for acting, straight up, Best Supporting Actor. He should have gotten the Oscar for that, because damn it, it is such a role that is just mesmerizing. And you don't think, when you think of Tombstone, yeah, Kurt Russell was phenomenal, in that movie as Wyatt Earp. But Doc Holliday, stole that movie. I mean, that's Val Kilmer's movie always, and just man, he was just so great. You thought Sean Connery in The Untouchables, it kind of left that type of impact. That's why I felt that he should have got the Oscar for that. But anyway, definitely Tombstone number 2. And number 1, surprisingly enough, It is not Top Gun. It is not The Doors. It's freaking Heat. And his performance in Heat, he was a stone face freaking just killer, man. Like, he was just so damn good in Heat. And I honestly thought that his interactions with Robert De Niro, his crew, Tom Sizemore, Danny Trejo, all these guys, I thought that he really held his own early in his career still, or really at the prime or peak of it. And he held his own with Robert De Niro. I don't think he had any screen time with Pacino, but regardless, he was just fantastic in Heat. I loved his character in Heat. And give me a Golden Globe nom or something for Heat. But that is actually my favorite Val Kilmer movie, aside from the comedies, because, Real Genius, I love Real Genius, Remote Drop, but Heat, he was just perfection. Obviously, let's go with some honorable mentions, which in a lot of people's eyes, like, how the hell are you going to make Ice, his role in Top Gun, as an honorable mention? Because it is, to me. I mean, I like Top Gun. It's okay. Maverick's better. But, yeah, I'm sorry. Top Gun is an honorable mention. Willow, good movie. I really had a lot of fun with Willow. The Saint. A lot of people don't talk about the Saint, but the Saint, he played like Master of Disguise almost, and the way he personified all these different roles, really showed his range. So I like the Saint from that regard. Actually, I want to say it was a adaptation from a TV show with Roger Moore back in the day. The Doors, I mentioned that in the intro. The Doors, he was absolutely phenomenal in The Doors, and you're just never gonna get that type of performance. It kind of stretches, right? Like, you'll get a fantastic performance like that, and then you'll have to wait until 2004, really, for me, until Jamie Foxx portrays Ray Charles, that you get that type of commitment, that type of performance, and then later Rami Malek. But anyway, as Freddie Mercury. But yeah, gonna give it up for The Doors. I like The Doors a lot. And of course, Val Kilmer had the most difficult task of replacing Michael Keaton as Batman. That was not an easy task, but I thought he did a pretty damn good job. Now, Joel Schumacher took that franchise and threw it away with Batman and Robin, but Val Kilmer, I loved Val Kilmer as Batman. He actually was a pretty good Batman. I'm not going to take anything away from him, and his interactions with Jim Carrey are just freaking great. But I like the way he played Bruce Wayne. I love how he played Batman. So, yeah, man, Batman Forever, definitely an honorable mention. Hey, that's it, man. You leave us a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me and Terrence know what you think as far as the best or your favorite Val Kilmer films. And he'll always be our Huckleberry.